Okay.
Okay, everyone. I just want to introduce to you Linda Musser. She's an incredible friend and an incredible part of our team, and she's also my cousin. And I'll never forget. It's been over 15 years ago now when we first learned about our flagship product, Protandim, through Jackie Shepard, who we call our mom. And anyway, Linda was just praying at that time, and it's just so wonderful to see what happened. So, Linda, I'm going to let you go ahead and share your story, please.
Okay. All righty.
You look great, Linda.
I'm on. Okay. I didn't see myself, so I didn't know if I was on or not. Good to see you, Jackie, and everybody else. Um, it's been, yes, a little over 15 years in this month. And like Julie said, yeah, I was really in a health crisis. And when Julie told me that she had something that she thought that might help me, I was like, well, what does it do for inflammation? She said, well, wait a minute. Let me go look. And she was reading her pamphlet. She goes, oh, it works for inflammation. I said, well, that's good because that's what they say I have. Anyhow, I had bloodshot eyes for a very long time. And they had me on steroid drops and all kinds of things. And I went to different doctors. And finally, the one doctor said, I think we need to get her either to John Hopkins or to Will's Eye Hospital and see what they recommend. So we ended up going down to Will's Eye Hospital in Philadelphia, and that was a terrible experience. But one thing that I did have happen, they said that the doctor down there said that I had so much inflammation in my body that it came out through my eyes. That's why my eyes were bloodshot all the time. And so I did end up going home. They wanted me to come back, but I didn't. I went to a rheumatologist here in Lancaster, and to make a long story short, because Julie was talking about the Protandim being so wonderful, I said to my husband, what can it hurt? It's natural, and I can only take natural things. I probably should try it. And Jackie happened to be down in Lancaster. She was going to get the train and going to go to her son's house. And so we met, and I asked her all kinds of questions. And here she was. Like she said, she was 67. And I mean, I couldn't believe how she just said everything and didn't have any notes. And it was just amazing. And I was impressed. She all these big words that I didn't know, what they meant. And I was like, wow, you know, glutathione. I couldn't even pronounce half of them. And I just thought, well, you know what? If this would happen to work, this would be so wonderful. I mean, I still get to this day when I start talking about it and remember how it was, I get all choked up because I didn't have a life at all. And I was a hairdresser and I could still work at the salon, but that's about the only thing I could do. Couldn't clean. Every time I'd clean, the dust and everything would just get so bad, my eyes would just get worse. And it was just all kinds of stuff. But anyhow, I started taking the Protandim. And I thought, the first day after I talked, I thought, I think changed something changed. And I thought, oh, Linda, you're just imagining things. And so I kept taking it. And at that time, Krista had been talking with me and telling me about one of their family friends, Joe, Uncle Joe, that he was had just been taking one, then he started taking two, and how it had helped him so much. And I said, could I take two? Would it, maybe would it help? And I remember Chris saying, yeah, you can take two. It'll cost more, but you can take two. And I started taking two after about a half a week. Maybe it was a week, but it wasn't very long. And then I really started to see some changes. I mean, my eyes were starting to, not be as bloodshot. And I mean, everybody in the salon knew about my bloodshot eyes. at that time I wore glasses, and I was so glad I could wear glasses. I wanted to wear sunglasses so nobody could see my eyes. They were that horrible. And they would just look at me with pity and say, "Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry." And what do you do when someone looks like that at you? And and then they hurt so bad. But after I started taking the Protandim, I know it sounds crazy, but on about 2.5, 3 weeks, I started one morning, I woke up and I was in bed and I just was like, oh my gosh, I I feel good. And I thought, I don't want to even think about it. It'll go away and I won't feel good anymore. Because it had been close to a year that I was struggling with this. And so I just like, oh, well, this is wonderful. Then, and I thought, I'm just not going to think about it very much and maybe it'll stay. And I went down to the salon and I had another time. I just wanted to run around the salon. I felt so good. I just said, I feel good. I feel good. It was so wonderful. And I got my life back. And the longer I took it, the better I felt. I mean, you know how people say they forget to take the Protandim? Oh, my word. I didn't forget to take my Protandim. I was ready to take it like right away. I took it in the morning and the evening, and I didn't forget. No way. Because if I would have forgotten, yeah, I probably wouldn't have been feeling the same. Like Jackie said, it just made all the difference. And I just thank the Lord so much for the Protandim and that I was able to find it when I needed it most. And like I said, it's been over 15 years now, and I feel blessed. And when I hear of somebody that's struggling and going through this, issues, I tell them what happened to me. And I said, it's when somebody tells me that they feel terrible all the time, I think, oh, I can't imagine feeling terrible all the time anymore because I feel good. Here I am, 74 years old, and I feel great. So I'm just very thankful. So I hope I didn't talk too long. There you go.
That was beautiful, Linda. Thank you so much.